What's good, y'all? I'm DJ Rick G's Turntable Institute, and I finally got the Rev5. So I did a whole lot of research on the Rev5, and it was a toss-up between the Rev5 and the Rev7. I was a fan of the Rev7. It was coming down to the Rev5 from all of the features that they were saying it has. And then I was DJing at the MEAC basketball tournament all week, a couple weeks ago. And I was on the Rev7, and then that Saturday, I finally seen somebody with the Rev5. It was my man Mad Skills, and he had the Rev5, and he was rocking out at his R&B set, and he was telling me about it, and I finally decided, yeah, I'm gonna get one. He sold me on it. He was saying how he has both, and it was, it was just lighter, and then he leaves the Rev7 at home, and he just brings the Rev5, and it's easy to take around. So I went and ordered one that night. I ordered one. I started reading the book, and I found out something ill on the S11 with mashup mode. We'll get into that later. But so I finally get the Rev5, and I'm salty about a couple things. Even though I did a bunch of research, I guess a couple things just went over my head. So it was 5 things that I was kind of salty about. Number 1, I was salty that it doesn't have sampler effects, just like the S11 or the S9. Sampler effects are really important to me when I hit my bombs and echoes. I needed to go to the beat. I didn't realize it at first, but it doesn't have a screen. The third thing is something that works with most of the Pioneer mixers. When the effect parameter is determined by where the crossfader is. For example, my beat is 84 beats per minute, but my scratch sounds is on 100 beats per minute. So if I got the beat playing, and the scratch, the echo was still to the beat. I had an issue with the headphone control placement, how it's on the bottom opposed to being right here like on the S11 or the Rev7. And number 5 is the deck display. You know, it shows the tracker, which is cool. I'm cool with the tracker now, but when I first got it, I thought it was going to be more like the Rev7, where you can display different things. And a bunch of people that showed the Rev5, they did say that, so I guess it just went in one ear and out the other. So right now, I want to talk about some of the workarounds that I found that helped me with some of the issues that I had. You really can't do anything about the screens. It is what it is. There's an auto BPM and a tap button. Yeah, so this auto BPM and this tap button right here, you hit shift and tap, and that controls the DJ effects tap tempo on both sides. So now, you just hit the tap a couple times, and you're on the BPM to whatever song you're playing, and if you get some scratches or something, it's automatically going to be to the BPM. And then the other thing is, I made deck 4 my sampler, so whenever I push deck 4, it automatically goes to sampler. Well, I make it so that it's only controlling the sampler, so now I can use the effects on the sampler, because I like echo on my Rick G's or my bombs, and it'll go to the beat, especially if the beat is already auto BPM or already tapped to whatever the tempo we're playing. And usually when you're mixing, you're already in some type of BPM range. Let's talk about some of the positives about the Rev 5. One thing I really like is the crossfader. I like the crossfader and the feel of the jog wheels. You can cut, you can get busy. You know, the up and down faders are kind of stiff, but you know, if you're on a solid, if you're on like something solid and it's not too wobbly, then you're good. You can still get busy. Deck move is ill. I like moving things to deck 3 and 4, especially in a mix, and it just sounds like you got 3 or 4 turntables. You know, practice that, you can get busy. You can use it with the stems. Stem level is crazy. I really like the stem levels. I haven't really used it outside, but just being able to fade in and out of the drums or your melody and the bass line or the vocals is another cool thing. It's just a cool thing to use. And I really like the ability to use multiple effects. By hitting more than one button, you can use more than one effect at a time. You know, that kind of makes up for not having onboard effects. And, you know, I've realized that you can do this on the S11. Not with the built-in effects, but with a combination of the built-in effects and the Serato effect. You can use multiple effects. So, you know, I'm learning more stuff about the S11 from getting this controller, which is crazy. When I ordered the Rev 5, I started reading the book, right? I ordered it from Guitar Center, so it took like 2 to 3 days to get it. I started reading the book, right? And then I read this right here. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. That's just like mashup mode. So I wanted to try it out. And it was shift and load. So on here, on the S11, that's prepare. But I figured out that if you double tap it, then that's how you send it to the mashup mode to do decks 3 and 4. So So yo, at the end of the day, I'm a turntable guy. You know, I wanted a controller. I wanted the Rev5. I liked the way it looked. I like CDJs. I use CDJs when I travel and I'm on stages. And you know, it was cool. I wanted to have it, so I got it. But it's, you know, I feel like I got duped on a couple things, and I think the major reason is because you know, back in the day, we go to Guitar Center, we go to Sam Ash, whatever music store, and we get to try stuff out. You know, nowadays you just gotta order stuff. They don't have everything on the showroom floor for you to test out anymore. They had the Rain 4 at Guitar Center, but it still wasn't even connected to anything. You can't really try it out and test it out. So, you know, it's always a gamble nowadays. It'd be cool if there was a place or Guitar Center or somewhere had a way to test it out. You know, I would still copy it because I'm like, you know, you can still get busy and cut and everything, you know, but I thought I was getting something different. And let's take a quick second to talk about what we thought we wanted or what we want, you know. And I would actually pay for a controller just like the Rev5 that has some type of ill digital display. We needed a display screen, either like the S11 or the S9, just some type of screen. Displays on the jog wheels to show graphics, effects, wave files, something like that. You know, it would be ill. You know, they didn't advertise this, but it would be ill if there was something that you can put flash drives in, so you can use your music library and not even have to use Serato. So that would be super crazy. And yeah, if they had something that had some screens on it that you can see the like the CDJ screens, CDJ 2000 Nexus 3000, something like that, some type of screen that you know, you can see tracks and different types of stuff. You know, how much ever that would cost, 3 racks, it would be ill. You know, somewhere between 2 and 3. You know, put the headphone stuff in the right place, just like the S7 is. And then that's all we really need. And yeah, put the sampler effects back. We need the sampler effects, and yeah, some internal effects, sampler effects, some screens, and yeah, I would pay for that. That's what we really need. I'm DJ Rick G's, and I think the Rev5 is a good joint. There is no perfect controller. Everything is missing something, but it is what it is. I'm not sending it back. Thank y'all. Peace.